The tools you'll need to complete this project. Okay, these are the optional tools that I used for my vehicle, but for yours, you're going to need just a basic pliers. Okay, nothing fancy. A T10 and a T20 star bit. Screwdriver, 2 different sizes. I used a bigger one and then a smaller one. Then the bigger star and the smaller star screwdriver. Flashlight, black tape. Okay, then a very basic blade. Okay, and this one I used a number 10 socket. Pick and hook set. These are the ones that I used. Number 13 wrench, RCA, couplers, and some scissors. Very basic tools. Hey guys, so I'm going to be doing a video on how to install a backup camera in a Pontiac G8. I'm going to be using this camera. I bought it off of Amazon. It cost me about $13, free shipping, so it wasn't too bad. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, so you're going to be taking off these clips. Pretty much just pop out. Use a screwdriver, just pop that right out. It's pretty simplistic, pretty straightforward. You're going to be using a Phillips screwdriver to be unscrew this bolt. Once you take that off, everything just wants to come out. I'm going to be placing this right here in the trunk so I don't lose it. Okay, so in order to remove this clip, okay, I'll show you what the clip looks like. See if you can focus on that. There we go. So in order to remove that clip, okay, you have to come right here to the back. And what I did is I used a screwdriver, okay, and all I did was just pop it on each side. The clip came right off. I stopped the camera first to see how it was going to fit. So I ran the wire all the way. Now it fits kind of good, but it's gonna need some modification. Okay. Because right now, once I scoot it all the way back, it doesn't quite fit. Okay. Okay. And the way I want it to fit is I want it to fit so it doesn't, you don't really notice it. So what I'm gonna have to do is reverse this back plate, make this go on top, so this can fit a little bit better. Okay, see if you guys can see this, what the problem is. There you go, a little bit better. Okay, so I want this to scoot down just a tad, so we're gonna be modifying this camera. I'll leave a link in the bottom as to which camera I used and where you guys already know about it from Amazon, but you'll be able to purchase it yourself. It's fairly inexpensive. Modify this camera. All I'm going to use is a little small Phillips screwdriver, and then a flat screwdriver. Okay, first thing you're going to want to do is unscrew those 4 bolts. Alright, with the 4 bolts removed, you're going to be using a blade also. That's going to come in handy in a second. You're going to want to remove the back plate. Okay, so let's remove that. Okay, and when you remove it, let's see if I can show you guys. Okay, that's what it's going to look like. Okay, and what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to cut this right here. Okay, so this is where we're gonna use our blade to cut that small little piece off. Okay, it's kind of hard for me to show you guys this, so let me just cut it off and I'll show you after what it looks like. Let's see if I can focus on that. Okay. Get that piece removed. Okay, you got to be careful because you don't want to nick that wire. So be careful when you're cutting this. The blade will easily cut through that that sealant. So be careful when you're cutting it, not to chip. It seems like that's the board. So don't chip the wire. Okay. After you remove this plastic sealant, okay, this right here at the bottom, okay, that's a clip that needs to be removed from the bottom. Okay, let's take that off. Okay, so I had to start playing with it to get this clip off. Let's see if I can do this and show you guys how I'm doing this. Okay. So I'm having to use a screwdriver. Okay. Very gently pull this off, okay, and then I'm using my blade, okay, to get in there and pull it off even further, not to damage, because it seems like the blade keeps on wanting to go back and go towards the board. Okay, I'm being very, very careful not to shoot this back, because I can damage this board at all. So be careful, guys. What you're gonna want to do next is cut a little piece off, okay, to reverse it. Like I told you, I want to reverse this plate. Okay, so right now the plate wants to go in like that. Now what I want to do is I want to reverse it. Okay, I want it to go just like that back. Okay, so I need to cut a little piece of this plastic off. Okay, so very carefully I was able to remove, okay, exposing the wires. Okay, what this is going to allow me to do is run the wires to the opposite side. Okay, that way I can reverse the plate and it's going to fit better in my car. Now, be careful when you do this, guys. You definitely don't want to nick one of these wires. Okay, so be very, very careful when you're doing this. Okay, you don't want to expose too much. All you want to do is just get it to go to the opposite side. Okay, so originally the plate goes like this. Okay, show you guys. Okay, see, the plate goes like that. Okay, the reason you want to expose those wires right there, okay, because it allows you to rotate, and then you're gonna put the clip in backwards. Okay, I'll show you guys once we're put this all together as to why we're gonna do that. At least just 2 screws to show you guys what this will actually do to when it's on the car. Bringing this back to the car, let me run this. Okay. Okay, you see how it sits lower? Okay. Now, it's not as noticeable. Okay, so when you're looking at the car, it's really not that noticeable. Okay, so that's why you want to reverse that plate, so it'll fit better in your car. Okay, as opposed to when it was in reverse, it was exposed like that. I wanted to use this non-hardening gasket maker because we cut the original gasket off, so I wanted to protect the camera as much as possible from the elements. So when we put this back on, no water or anything could damage the camera. So we're only going to put a thin layer on here. Let me put this on, we'll be right back. Alright, so when you use the, when you put the gasket maker inside, it's going to want to seep out. Just go ahead and clean that up. Make sure you tighten down the 4 bolts. You should be good to go. Alright, so with the gasket inside, it gets a little dirty. Okay, you should be able to clean it right back up. Now this is good to go, ready to get installed. Alright guys, so the next thing that we're going to do to continue the setup is we're going to run the yellow feed wire from the trunk all the way to the front of the car. So let's get started. Okay, the way we're going to do this is we're going to you see some of the wire, there it goes. Okay, we use some of the factory wiring. Okay, we're going to follow it down. Okay, and we're going to go into the back of into the interior of the car through there. So I'm going to need to remove the trunk side paneling. Okay, alright guys, so to remove the trunk side paneling, what we're going to need to do is remove 2 screws. Okay. So first let's take this off right here. Okay, so we're going to take off the bottom screw. We're going to put that aside. Okay. Now I'm going to also remove it from this side. Now this whole piece comes out. It comes out just like that. Okay, so then we're next step is to remove 3 clips. See, 1 clip right here, another clip right there, and then the 3rd clip right here on the top. Okay. They're pretty easy to come out. They just pop right out. And then your side panel's ready to come out. There you go. Next step is to remove this plastic thing. Okay, you remove it right here, and then you're also gonna remove it right here. And once you remove it, it's pretty easy. Okay, just pull it right out. Okay, comes right out. What we're gonna do is we're gonna run the yellow cable through there. Alright guys, so the next step is to get this cable and make it go through there and come out through there. Okay, now the cable that's coming from the camera, okay, I already ran it from the trunk, ran it alongside, and it came down. Now it's just ready to be connected. The way I'm gonna have to do that is I'm gonna get a clothes hanger, and I'll show you guys what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get a clothes hanger. And I'm going to put some Scotch tape. I'm gonna make it hold right there. This is the end that's gonna run. This is the end that's gonna insert right there, and it's gonna come out through there. Alright guys, so what I went ahead and did is I disconnected my cable so I can get the clothes hanger to go through it. It's pretty easy to come out. Okay. Just hang it right there. It just clips on. Alright, so one of the problems that I ran into is my clothes hanger kept on disconnecting from my cable. So what I'm having to do is, let me see if I can demonstrate this for you guys. Okay. Is I'm feeding the cable in. Okay, I grab it and I hold it, and then I'm pulling this back. I keep on feeding it more and more, keep on pulling it back. Eventually you'll get it to pop out on one side. Okay. Wires are still hanging on the other side. Alright guys, so the next step after that is to get your video cable to go from the trunk to the back seat of the car. Okay. The way we're gonna do that is you're gonna go to the in the trunk, and in the very back, if you follow all these wires, there's a large hole that goes into the back seat of the car. So what you do is you get your video cable. Okay, you're gonna make it go through that hole, and if you move this, you'll be able to see the wires that go from the trunk to the back seat. Okay? And then you can get your data cable, your video cable, to go out into the back seat of the car. So the next step is to run the video cable, okay, from the back seat. Now you're gonna hide it along the back seat of the car, and then you're gonna lift this up. You're gonna hide it. Okay. Now the trim piece, in order to get this up, all you got to do is just put your fingers right here, and then just pop it up. Don't completely remove it. If you can see, there's a screw that will not allow you to remove the trim piece. Okay. So you'll have to run the cable from the bottom and around, okay, and then I'm gonna hide my cable to make it go over from the bottom of this. Okay. Once you lift this, you can see that there's other cables already there, so it should be pretty easy. All right, so in order for the wire to go from this trim piece to the front, okay, what you're gonna want to do is remove this. Okay, move your seat all the way forward. Put your fingers right there, and I've already done this before, so I'm not worried about it. Okay, all you're gonna do is you put your fingers under there, and you're gonna pop it. You're gonna pop it up. And that comes out. So the front, in order to get that out, okay, I've already removed this trim piece. In order to get that out, all you gotta do is just put your fingers right here and pop it up, pop it up, pop it up. Okay. Now this right here, you have to pop it up right here and right here. Okay. You don't pop it up from the front. So let's move the seat back. Okay. So you just pop it up from right here and right here, and then we're gonna slide this whole trim piece forward. Pretty easy to do. Yeah, I'll do it while I'm recording this. You get the wire ran. It's simply a matter of just tucking it behind this panel. It's pretty easy. Put it all back together. Alright, so I went ahead and I put the trim pieces back together. Once you run the wire, there's no reason to leave it exposed. Next step is to remove the glove box. And there's 3 screws. One right here, one right here, one right there. Okay. And there's another screw behind this plate and another screw behind this plate. And then there'll be 2 additional screws, one on this side and one on the other side. Okay, in order to get the bottom ones out, you're gonna need to take this plate off. Okay. So you're just gonna grab it from the back, pull it out. Okay, don't pull it from the front because it has a hook. It has 3 hooks. Okay, so you're gonna pull it from the back, pull it down, and then you're gonna slide it forward. All right, guys. So after you remove the glove box, which easily just comes down after you remove those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bolts. Everything just comes down. You're just gonna go ahead and unplug it and place it down right here. Okay. Next thing is you're gonna remove this plastic piece. This plastic piece just pretty much just slides out. Okay, I was quite surprised on that, but this just pretty much just slides out. After that, you're gonna get the connection, which is gonna be, let's see if I can focus on that. Okay, right there. Let me see if I can take this out. Now this cable, that cable right here, I bought off of eBay, and it cost me about 50 bucks. Okay, I'll link it down below. That way you can grab one yourself. But it already comes pre-assembled, so it was pretty cool. Once you plug these cables in, sorry about that. Okay, once you plug these cables into where they need to go, these are plug and play. Okay, just plug them in, and then you're going to hook up your the camera. You're gonna hook up the camera, and after that, you're just gonna reassemble everything. The only thing you're gonna have left to do is go to your rear tail lights. You're gonna take these out. There's one for power, one for ground. Okay. You're gonna hook up one for power, the other one for ground. Okay. Okay. And then you should be good to go, but I'm actually gonna go a step further. I'm going to be taking out my radio and then my whole entire unit, and I'm going to flash it so I can also have VIM, video in motion. Okay, so to take out the radio, you just put your fingers right here. Okay, you're gonna pull, and this will pop out. I already did it. Don't be scared, you're not gonna break it. You're gonna put your fingers right here, you're gonna pull it pretty hard, and then it pops out. This is gonna have 4 screws. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 screws. You're gonna unplug that. Okay. And then this one right here, to unplug it, you're gonna, from the bottom, you're gonna push this back, and then this whole thing unplugs. Alright guys, so before the radio comes out, you need to unplug a cable that's, sorry, okay, you need to unplug one cable that's hooked up to the radio, okay, but I wanted to take this off, but I was like, there has to be a faster way. So what I did is I went and I grabbed my hook and pick set, and I grabbed these two, what I did is I went right here. Let me show you guys. Okay. So I went right here. And here's the cable that you need to unplug. Right here. So the way that this unplug is if this were taken off, all you have to do is push this down, then you would just pull it back. Okay. But what I did is I used this one. Okay. I didn't want to take this off, so I used this one right here and I put it in. I saw that you can see the cable here if you stick your head in right here with using a flashlight. Okay. And all I did was using this one. Okay. I pushed it down and then I was able to pull it back. Okay. All I did was I pushed it down, I pulled it back. So I didn't have to take off this whole entire trim. Made it a lot easier. Okay. I started to take it out. I was like, no, there has to be a faster way. Okay. So once you take out that cable, okay, see I didn't take mine out. Once you take out that cable, the radio just wants to come right out. I think I'm gonna be able to do this. Okay. There it goes. There goes the connection, the cable that you from this side. There goes the other side. Alright guys, so the way I wired my camera, okay, so you guys already know how I set it up. Okay. But the wires, okay, all I did was I took out my light. Okay. This right here just easily snaps off. Okay. And then my light, you can take it out. My reverse light, I just cut into it. Yes, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna tape it all up. I'm gonna make sure everything is nice and tidy. Okay. And then I'll reassemble that. Okay. Put the whole entire car back together. Call it a day. Alright guys, so one thing I wanted to point out real quick is I did not, the only wires I'm connecting are these. Okay. The wires that go into this. They go connected right there. Okay, to this. Yeah. Everything else, I left it the same. Okay. Only these wires right here. Right there. Okay. Which are these. Okay. These are the only ones I'm connecting right here to the reverse lights. Okay. This wire, see the video cable? That one I'm not connecting at all. This one over here, that one I'm not connecting at all. Alright, next step is to pretty much reassemble everything. It looks pretty torn up. Should be a piece of cake though to reassemble everything once you take care of the radio and do changes you want to do. Alright, so I was thinking about it. I'm not going to do a step-by-step on how to put everything back. Since you guys took it apart, you should know exactly how to reassemble everything. Okay. Remember, this is a reminder, do not take this off. Okay. Got my radio uninstalled with everything disconnected properly. Nothing broke. And this is still intact. Everything. Okay. This, I started to take it off just like I mentioned, but I didn't fully take it off. I'm just going to snap everything back on. Alright, so I just reinstalled my radio. Alright, so I just connected the VIM. I'm gonna connect this audio real quick. This audio goes right there. Cool. The VIM is connected. Okay, you'll follow it right there. Okay. So there goes my camera. Okay. I did not plug this into anything. Okay. Now we're gonna follow that. Here's my HDMI. Let's connect my HDMI. So RCA. Okay. I'll show you the one that I bought. Here's the one that I bought. Got this off of Walmart for like 20 bucks, 30 bucks or something like that. Alright, so that's connected. Okay, I already started running it right here. And then here's the other side. Let's get this connected real quick. Okay, this is just a standard HDMI to Lightning. Okay, I got the Apple brand. I did not get a knockoff. The one I actually did order a knockoff first, but it didn't work, so I had to return it. So I went and I bought the Apple brand, and it worked perfect. All right. All right. So I'm gonna use my other phone to show this. Okay. It's connected. Okay, HDMI. Goes right here. HDMI goes right here on the radio. It comes out right here. Then I'm gonna hook up my Lightning to HDMI. Right, let's hook it up to the phone. And I'm gonna go to YouTube. Alright. Before I do that, let's Vert aux on, we'll go to
why we stop? When you see a black man on a horse going that fast, you just got horse hope.
Daddy? My rear camera is working.
Settle in here for the night.
There we go. All right, here's a very quick video on what it looks like when it's working. Like I told you, it looks really good. Okay, so whenever I put everything back, I ran the HDMI from here through here. It came out on this side, and then I ran the cable here on the side, and then under this trim piece, and then comes out right here. So the cable's right there. I just have it tucked away. So then I just pull it out. So I can easily just tuck it back in, drive the car. But if I want to use it, I just pull it out. Pretty convenient. This stays right there. Gives me no issues at all. Okay, so here, everything is put back together. Everything works. We got the front aux hooked up. This is the Bluetooth receiver that I have hooked up right here to the front. That works. And then I also have the rear camera, rear aux. Let me hook up the. Okay. See on that one. That's hooked up. Okay. So on this one I can goes my camera. That one's working 100%. Okay, and then I can put on my Pandora. Okay. This is a live picture, that's why I cut off. But I can still view my pictures.
Someone.
Okay. I can play TV on there. I can play YouTube. Let's go to YouTube. Okay. That'll work. If I can get this to buffer. Okay, so that works. YouTube works. Pandora works. My camera works. My rear view camera works. And then, so I can also listen to the front aux, my Bluetooth receiver. So then let me disconnect this. Okay. Alright guys, so the settings in order to get the rear camera and the video in motion to work. What I mean by video in motion is that you can, while the car is moving, you can still play all your pictures, you can still play all the videos, all the songs that you want on the actual radio while the car is moving. So that's pretty cool. Even if it's reversing, it'll still work. So in order to get the camera rear, you're gonna press this button. Okay, you're gonna turn clockwise to where it says rear aux. You're gonna press that one, then you're gonna turn it on, and then you're gonna go down to the very next one, reverse camera. You're gonna turn that one on. And those two are the only ones you need to be able to get it set up. That way everything will work. So it's pretty easy setup. If I happen to miss something, let me know. Yes, I can use my Bluetooth, my aux Bluetooth receiver on my phone while I'm still moving, driving the car. Yes, I can still hook up. I can still play anything I want while I'm still driving the car. I mean, pretty much anything, you know, anything I want. I can even play video games if I really wanted to on there. It'll play it, no issues at all. It looks really good. Sorry that I'm not showing you because the sun's really bright, it's hitting the camera, so you can't really see, you know, like how good it looks, but it looks really good. So let me know if you guys have any questions. Okay.